What happens to your body when you walk 30 minutes every day? Can 30 minutes of walking a day really make you feel like a superhero? The answer is a resounding yes and no. You don't need a cape, spandex, or even a smartwatch, though one of those would definitely add flair. In 2025, the science around walking is clearer than ever. A brisk daily walk is one of the simplest, cheapest, and most powerful things you can do to improve your physical and mental health. It's like nature's prescription without the scary side effects or awkward pharmacy line. Let's take a step-by-step stroll through what happens to your body when you commit to walking just half an hour each day, backed by the latest scientific studies and data up to July 2025. A heart that hums like a sports car. Your cardiovascular system absolutely loves walking. When you take even a moderately brisk 30-minute walk, you boost your heart rate and help regulate blood pressure. The American Heart Association, CDC, and World Health Organization still stand firm on their guidance in 2025. A minimum of 150 minutes of moderate physical activity per week is essential to maintaining cardiovascular health, and walking fits the bill perfectly. A major 2025 study published by the American Medical Association found that walking 300 to 600 minutes per week, that's an hour per day, slashed all-cause mortality by 26 to 31% and cardiovascular death risk by 28 to 38%. That's not a typo, that's a ticket to living longer, backed by thousands of real-world participants. A longer life, one footstep at a time. Want to tack a few more candles onto your birthday cake? Walking can help with that too. According to research from the University of Queensland published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine in July 2025, consistent moderate activity like walking was associated with a 30 to 40% lower risk of dying prematurely. In fact, researchers found that older adults who walked as little as 4,400 steps per day enjoyed a significantly lower mortality risk compared to those with more sedentary lifestyles. More steps meant even greater gains, up to about 7,500 steps per day. Lower blood pressure and better circulation? Yes, please. You know that post-walk glow you feel? That's your arteries relaxing and your circulation improving. Walking helps reduce blood pressure by improving the flexibility of blood vessels, which allows your heart to pump more efficiently. Harvard Health and Mayo Clinic have long supported walking as a frontline approach to managing hypertension, and the 2025 data continues to back that up. What's even more exciting is the benefit of walking after meals. According to a June 2025 article in the Times of India, walking for just 15 minutes after eating helps blunt post-meal blood sugar spikes, especially important for people managing diabetes or prediabetes. So yes, that gentle stroll after dinner isn't just a habit, it's science-backed self-care. Your waistline's best friend. If you're aiming to manage your weight or reduce belly fat, walking is a powerful ally. On average, a 30-minute brisk walk burns 150 to 200 calories depending on your pace and body weight. While it's not as intense as running or cycling, walking is sustainable, low impact, and here's the magic word: consistent. According to a review published in Verywell Health in May 2025, walking plays a major role in helping people maintain weight loss over time. And it doesn't just trim your waistline. Walking targets visceral fat, the dangerous fat that wraps around your organs and increases risk of chronic disease. So, that morning walk is doing more than waking you up, it's quietly reshaping your metabolic future. Bones that stay strong and joints that stop complaining. Every step you take sends a gentle force through your bones, triggering them to grow stronger. This weight-bearing effect is particularly important for preventing osteoporosis, especially in women. A study published in PLOS One confirmed that postmenopausal women who walked at least 3 times a week for 30 minutes maintained higher bone density than those who didn't. Even better? Walking strengthens the muscles around your joints, reducing arthritis pain and stiffness. The New York Post reported in late 2024 that daily walking routines were found to cut back pain by nearly 50% in adults, making it a literal lifesaver for desk-bound workers and anyone over 35 who's ever groaned getting out of bed. A brain that's sharper and a mood that's brighter. Walking isn't just a workout for your legs, it's a gym session for your brain. When you walk, blood flow increases to your brain, stimulating the release of feel-good chemicals like serotonin and dopamine. According to a 2025 review from the Harvard Medical School's Division of Mental Health, people who walked daily experienced a 25% lower risk of developing depressive symptoms. As for memory and cognitive function, walking boosts the size of the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for learning and memory. For older adults, it's even been linked to a decreased risk of Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia. So, when your brain starts buffering like an old YouTube video, maybe all it needs is a stroll. Your immune system gets a boost. Want to catch fewer colds and recover faster from illness? Research cited by the CDC and Harvard in 2025 continues to show that moderate physical activity, like walking, enhances immune surveillance and lowers inflammation. One quirky study found that people who walked at least 20 minutes a day, 5 times a week, had 43% fewer sick days than their sedentary peers. So basically, your daily walk is like hand sanitizer for your whole body, minus the alcohol smell. A natural remedy for chronic conditions. Walking doesn't just make you feel better, it can help prevent and manage serious illnesses like cancer and diabetes. The U.S. Heart Foundation reaffirmed in 2025 that walking 30 minutes a day reduces the risk of type 2 diabetes, stroke, and heart disease. Even more compelling, a large-scale review in the Journal of Clinical Oncology found that consistent walking reduced the risk of recurrence and improved survival rates in breast, colon, and prostate cancer patients. This isn't fringe wellness hype, these are peer-reviewed, gold-standard medical facts. Better sleep, less stress, and more energy. Here's a lovely paradox. Walking tires you out just enough to sleep like a baby. Exercise raises your core body temperature, and as it drops post-walk, your body enters a restful state conducive to sleep. People who walk daily report fewer sleep disturbances and more restorative rest. At the same time, walking reduces cortisol, the body's main stress hormone. Feeling frazzled after a long Zoom meeting or rush hour traffic? A brisk 30-minute walk can lower cortisol levels and recalibrate your nervous system, helping you feel more grounded and less, well, stabby. The Japanese walking trend that's changing the game. A big buzz in 2025 has been the Japanese walking technique, an interval method that alternates 3 minutes of brisk walking with 3 minutes of slower recovery. Unlike the Western obsession with hitting exactly 10,000 steps, this approach emphasizes intensity and rhythm. The results? Clinical trials from Japan published in early 2025 show marked improvements in aerobic fitness, blood pressure, and metabolic health, even when done just 4 times per week. And yes, all this magic happens in about 30 minutes. How much is just enough? How much is just enough? Let's bust a myth. You don't need to run marathons or climb Everest to get these benefits. Experts reaffirm in 2025 that as little as 150 minutes of walking per week is enough to reap major rewards. But more is even better, up to 300 minutes weekly provides optimal longevity benefits. And if you can't do it all in one go, break it into 10-minute chunks. It all counts. A few tips. The key to turning walking into a lifestyle is making it enjoyable. Walk with a friend, listen to a favorite podcast, or choose a scenic route. Brisk is best. Aim for a pace where you can talk but not sing. Try walking after meals to help digestion and regulate blood sugar. And don't overthink the gear. Comfy shoes and a positive mindset are your best assets. Thanks for walking through this video with us. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment telling us where your favorite walking route is, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more health tips that actually step up. Until next time, keep moving, keep smiling, and keep walking your way to better health.